it.
Guys. It was over here. It's disappearing again.
Captured by the Boyhood Bio.
Yeah, we were sitting there. It was over there first. And it just disappeared as soon as you guys came out. And now it's came. Whoa. It's back, guys. What are the lights turning on and off for?
Now, let's get to the next video. Kids Are Awesome posted this video within hours. We're sharing it to you right now on Third Phase of Moon. Yeah, Blake, what's pretty damn cool is that we're getting multiple witnesses from on the ground, and people in the cars are everywhere. I searched UFOs as I usually do while looking for UFOs for daily uploads for you guys to watch, and I just saw it started to light up over Ohio, and I reached out to these guys immediately, and we're getting posts shared to us left and right, and these are the first submissions. It's pretty badass. So again, the same phenomenon. We even have more angles of what happened over Ohio within the past couple hours, and people are kind of getting a concern of exactly what's going down here, and we're bringing it to you as the information's coming in. But Kids Are Awesome, who let us share this video, and we're going to be supplying all the original links below, says, my son had no idea what it could have been. He thought it was a UFO, and at the same time at our home a couple miles away, we saw it too. So my daughter thought she was seeing strange stars at first, but then they divided and combined, disappeared and reappeared.
Book of Exodus, chapter 14, verse 24. And it came to pass that in the morning watched the Lord looked onto the host of the Egyptians through the pillar of fire and of the cloud, and troubled the host of the Egyptians. Verse 25, and took off their chariot wheels, that they drave them heavily, so that the Egyptians said, let us flee from the face of Israel, for the Lord fighteth for them against the Egyptians. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. Yahweh is the name who the world ignorantly calls God. Yahweh Shai is his son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and all glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who ruled well and taught us this truth. They are the true teachers for the nation of Israel on earth today. And salutation to the Akim out there pushing this truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth and risking their life to do so for Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai's sake. I'm Brother Samak from the GMS Miami camp. And yeah, the reason why I brought up the book of Exodus, chapter 14, verse 24 and 25, is from the video that I put in post-production, where there's been multiple reports, multiple footages of chariots, all right, so-called UFOs, or according to the scriptures, they're known as a cloud, a chariot, a pillar of fire by night, a cloud by day. And these reports and these images have been coming in an uptick because the Lord's showing his power, and he's pretty much telling the world, I'm coming for judgment, more specifically to you heathens, starting with you so-called white people, Esau, Edom, all right, because you're the modern day pharaohs. And so that's why I brought up the scripture, Exodus 14, 24, and 25, because, hey, those chariots, also known as a pillar of fire by day and a pillar of fire by night and a pillar of cloud by day, those are going to be the vehicles that are going to destroy your empire, all right? Your system, your beast, okay? NATO and the EU, all right? In fact, let me get that scripture, Revelation 17. Let's go on with the spirit. Then we get into this article. Didn't have anything written down. Just going to see where the Lord takes me. This is the book of Revelation. I'll start at 12. Revelation 17 and 12. And the 10 horns which thou sawest are 10 kings, which have received no kingdom as yet, but received power as kings 1 hour with the beast. Right. And the 10 horns represent the EU, formerly known as the Economic Community. I don't want to mess it up. Let me pull it up right here. Bear with me. Because we want, we are Great Millstone. We want to prove all things. All right, so the 10 horns represent the Common Market or the European Economic Community, EEC, right? So right now, they renamed it to EU, but it was formerly known as the European Economic Community, and that's the 10 horns that John saw, right? Which gave their power onto the beast, which is NATO, the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, just for edification. So let's get back to the scripture. Revelation 17, and once again, I'm going to start at 12. Verse 12. And the 10 horns which thou sawest are 10 kings, which have received no kingdom as yet, but received power as kings 1 hour with the beast. Verse 13. They have one mind and shall give their power and strength unto the beast. Right, so the European Union, which represents the 10 horns, they gave their power unto the beast, which is NATO. All right, verse 14. These shall make war with the Lamb, and the Lamb shall overcome them, for he is Lord of lords and King of kings. And they that are with him are called and chosen and faithful. Right. So NATO's going to make an attempt to go to war against the Yahushai, who is the Lamb. But Yahushai is going to destroy NATO. All right. Destroy your beast. And with that, destroy your empire. Because if you don't have a military to defend your empire, Esau, Edom, all right, you're shit out of luck. You're going into slavery. And that's what's coming. All right. So I just want to get that. So let's go to the Sputnik. This is what led me to do this video, because I saw this on my social media. It says, vanishing flying lights. Formation in Ohio skies sparks U.F.O. conspiracy theories. And it's no more a theory. It is a conspiracy. It is a fact. All right. You even have the Pentagon admitting that these vehicles are real, that they're defying the laws of their science. They're with so-called gravity, as they like to say. All right. They're doing things that's physically impossible according to Esau, Edom's, all right, known so-called science. So it's not a theory anymore. It's a fact. They're not UFOs. In fact, the Pentagon named them the unidentified aerial phenomenon. All right, so UAP. The lights seemed to just vanish out of existence as they glided across the sky, only to reappear a short time later and to change formation at least once. A peculiar phenomenon was recently observed in the sky above Cincinnati, Ohio, as a number of onlookers witnessed what looked like a row of enigmatic glowing objects moving in formation across the clouds. Right. Pillar of fire by night and a cloud by day. A video of this event posted on Mr. BB33 YouTube channel shows how the lights seemingly flicker out of existence one by one as they drift by, only to reappear a short time later. Another footage of the same occurrence recorded by another onlooker and uploaded on the Third Phase of Moon YouTube channel appears to show the same lights flying in a triangular formation before moving to a former straight line. These enigmatic sights perhaps predictably led a number of social media users to wonder if these strange lines were some kind of UFOs. These are multiple sights, all right? And this is the Lord showing it. I mean, his power, all right? Because, hey, he's coming to judge the earth, man, all right? And when you see the signs in heaven, hey, that's when you know. Luke 21, let's get it. This came to my mind. Luke 21, and I'm going to start at 25. And there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars. Right. We had that black moon. How many, prior to that, how many blood moons, how many blue moons, super moons, this moon, that moon, every name, okay, that Esau likes to deem it, all right? But these are the signs, all right? You also have the chariots, okay? Those are signs. And upon the earth, distress of nations, right? You got trade wars. You got France. France is literally like a war zone. I don't know, the American media is really doing you American people disservice, because if you would see what's going on in France, that should give you an idea what's going to come to America. Because France is literally a freaking war zone. All right, they're burning their own establishments. They're fighting the police. The police are committing suicide. I mean, it's pretty bad out there in France. Oh, look at Hong Kong. All right, you got these people in the white shirts beating the crap out of people with sticks, protesters with sticks. All right, it's coming out that the government is actually funding or backing these the triads. So hey, man, upon the earth, distress of nations. Here in America, you got shootings. All right, Edomite supremacy running rampant with their weapons, just laying rounds into people, going shopping. So upon the earth's distress of nations, that's what what the whole earth is feeling. Not to mention geopolitics. You got Donald Trump saying, hey, we're building more weapons now since we're out of the INF treaty. Russia's building their nuclear weapons. China's building their nuclear weapons. Oh, North Korea was just testing their their missiles, which can have nuclear capabilities. They just tested theirs a couple hours ago. So yeah, the signs are here. And if you want to ignore it, that's on you. We hear the prophets of great millstone through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemel Shai. We see this. With perplexity, the sea and the waves warring, right? Verse 26. And men's hearts failing them for fear, right? These people are scared out of their mind, bugged out. Mainly because the prophets are on the scene. And we're telling you this is the reason why it's happening, and it's scaring you Edomites. All right? That's why you're on the opioids, you're committing suicide. All right, you're bugging out. You're just doing shooting sprees. You're angry, right? Because it's fear. And for looking after those things which are coming on the earth, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken. Talk about nuclear war. 27. And then shall they see the Son of Man coming in a cloud, and power and great glory. Right. What's that talking about? The chariots. All right. So-called UFOs. So-called unidentified aerial phenomenon. All right. A pillar of cloud by day and a pillar of fire by night. That's how the Lord is coming back in those vehicles that you saw in that video. And what is he going to do? Well, before I go there, let's read this. Verse 28. And when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh. Right. You're supposed to be looking up. Right. Meaning that the Lord is going to deliver his people. All right. Wherever they're scattered at via the chariots, so-called UFOs. In fact, let me get to that scripture before I give you what else the Lord is about to do, because the Lord's not only going to deliver his people, he's also going to war against you heathens. All right? Just like he did to the Egyptians. But first, let me get this. It's the book of Revelation, chapter 11, verse, should be 12. Yeah, Revelation chapter 11, verse 12. And they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, come up hither. And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud, and their enemies beheld them. Right, this is the elect getting beamed up into a chariot, also known in Hebrew as Rakab. All right, and this is beautiful. When you see these reports, this builds your spirit, because you know, man, the Lord's about to make his return. He's about to judge these heathens and these 2/3, and he's going to deliver his elect, which consists of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, as well as confusion faces scattered abroad that believe that they're Hebrew Israelites and not calling themselves by those proverbs and bywords, all right, that was labeled upon them by their oppressor, right? The Lord's not coming back to save blacks. The Lord's not coming back to save Puerto Ricans. The Lord's not coming back to save Bolivians, Mexicans. He's coming back to save Israelites. All right? Now let's go to the book of Revelation, chapter 19, because he's about to put in some damage on you, on your militaries, all right? Especially here in America. Revelation 19:10. I fell at his feet to worship him, and he said unto me, See thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahushai. Worship Yahweh, for the testimony of Yahushai is the spirit of prophecy. Right. And that's the spirit you need to be in. You need to be prophesying. You need to be showing, okay, all right, our nation, more specifically, hey, look what's going on. So 1, the elect can be sealed, and 2, they get condemned. All right. And you heathens, if you're watching, hey, this is a reality check, a hardcore reality check to the gut that you ain't making it, man. All right, you're going into hardcore bondage if you survive from the coming destruction that the Lord's about to bring. Verse 11, I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse, and he that sat upon him was called Faithful and True, and in righteousness he doth judge and make war. So the Lord is coming back for war. The Lord is coming back to judge you heathens. Verse 12, and his eyes were as a flame of fire, and on his head were many crowns, and he had a name written that no man knew but he himself. Verse 13, and this is talking about the heathens, all right? They don't know the Lord's true name, all right? In fact, in scripture, I don't remember where it's at, but it says the name of the Lord is dreadful among the heathen, right? Because who's going to know the name of the Lord? All right, the elect, the 144,000 or 1/3. Verse 13. And he was clothed with a vesture dipped in blood, and his name is called the Word of the Most High, right? Because he's coming back to kill. Verse 14. And the armies which were in heaven followed him upon a white horse, clothed in fine linen, white and clean, right? Because the Lord is coming back with his army, his military, so to say, all right? To put, okay, hell and pain on your military, Esau, Edom, and the rest of you heathens, all right? The Lord is making his campaign on the globe real soon, all right? And you're not going to be able to stop, all right, his military, so to say. Verse 15, and out of his mouth goeth a sharp sword, and with it he should smite the nations, and he shall rule them with the rod of iron, and he tread the winepress of the fierceness and wrath of the almighty power. Verse 16, he hath on his vesture and on his thigh a name written, King of kings and Lord of lords. And I saw an angel standing in the sun, and he cried with a loud voice, saying, to all the fowls that fly in the midst of heaven, come and gather yourselves together unto the supper of the great power. That's, amen. These birds are going to feast on your soldiers' flesh when the Lord gets done with them. 18, that you may eat the flesh of kings and the flesh of captains, and the flesh of mighty men and the flesh of horses, and of them that sit on them, and the flesh of men, both free and bond, both small and great. Verse 19, I saw the beast and the kings of earth and the armies gathered together to make war against him that sat on the horse and against his army. That beast is talking about NATO. Hey, man, you see how the scriptures line up? Hey, this is beautiful, man. Verse 20, and the beast was taken, and with him the false prophet that wrote miracles before him. The false prophet's the Vatican, all right? With which he deceived them that had received the mark of the beast, and them that worshipped his image, right? So all those that took the mark of the beast, all those that worshipped the image, which is the revised Roman Empire all over again, these both were cast alive in a lake of fire burning with brimstone. Damn, that's a big judgment. So you better not take that chick. Real talk. You take that chip, you dead. You and everybody else, okay, that took that chip. Verse 21, and the remnant were slain with the sword of him that sat upon the horse, which sword proceeded out of his mouth, and all the fowls were filled with their flesh. Right. So the Lord is coming back to destroy your armies, just like he destroyed the Egyptian armies, all right, during the time of Moses, all right? And, and you're seeing it. He's showing, all right? He's literally, if you want to, I'm going to use this military term, he's showing you, the Lord's showing you his scouts. And what do scouts do? They report everything that's going on, all right? They're observing all your wickedness, all your folly, all your evil deeds, and they're reporting it to the Lord, all right? To the Lord and to his Father, all right? Yahweh, all right? Yahweh Shai, sit at the right hand, and his Father, okay? And so they got y'all numbers, man. There's no escaping it. And with that, Lord willing, is edifying. I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim, Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostle, great millstone, Ruel, taught us this truth. They are the true teachers for the nation of Israel on earth today. And salutation to the Akim out there pushing this truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth and risking their life to do so for Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai's sake. Love you, brothers. Keep enduring, keep the faith. As you can see, all right, the Lord's showing himself. We're almost out of here. With that, Shalom and a Bob a ball.